Don Lemon has been in the news quite a bit lately. Stop it, Joy.
Are these
And we're so glad that he's here today, just to keep her in check. Please welcome back our friend Don Lemon.
Yes.
Thank you. Joy, it's merch. See the lemon, the socks.
You're selling
This is his
I'm
merch.
giving them to you as part of my merch.
I like it.
Yeah.
You're selling
But wait,
Yeah,
before we get
donlemon.com,
into
go.
the, before we do that, we got to tell people what went on in case you were, under a rock and didn't see. In January, you were arrested and charged by the DOJ with 2 counts of criminal conspiracy against the right of religious freedom after you were reporting on a protest inside a Minnesota church. A few days after the protest, you were then in LA covering the Grammys, and they arrested you in your hotel.
Yeah.
Federal agents came and did it.
Yes.
So you see these guys coming at you, you're thinking, who is that?
Whoopi, I didn't see them coming.
You didn't see them coming.
I got on the elevator, you
Right.
turn and you hit the button, and as I
Right.
was hitting the button, someone grabbed me and I said, oh my God, I'm being mugged.
Right.
I thought I was being mugged, so I started, it was jostling, I started
Right.
pulling back, and they're like, we're federal agents, we're here to arrest you. I'm like, for what? Where's the warrant, right?
Yeah.
And so we had a bit of a struggle because I wanted to see a warrant, they didn't have it.
They didn't have the
They
warrant?
didn't have it, and so they went outside to get an FBI agent, and they showed that he brought a picture of a warrant on the phone.
He brought a picture of a warrant.
Picture of the warrant.
picture.
So now you can
Concept
go
of a
and arrest
warrant.
somebody and hold up a picture and say, so can we do can we as normal people say, hey, I'm an FBI agent, here's my warrant, you going to jail.
Well, it's very similar to, what happened to some of the folks in Minneapolis
Yeah.
and beyond.
Yeah.
They had, instead of you having a judicial warrant, they had, I forget what they call it, another kind of warrant.
A faux warrant.
Administrative warrant, thank
A
you. Sonny. Leave it to-
ChatGPT mocked up.
Yeah, so look, mine was real apparently,
Right.
but here's the thing. When I heard Todd Blanche and Pam Bondi and others talking about this, I got an attorney.
Right.
And my attorney emailed them and said, hey, if you guys are serious, let's do this right.
Yeah.
He'll turn himself in.
Yeah.
They call it self-report.
They didn't want to do that.
Didn't respond. I
No.
think they did it once. He did it once, maybe twice, but they did not respond.
Yeah.
And they sent, 12, 15, maybe 20
People.
agents.
Right.
It's a waste of taxpayer
The more
dollars.
expensive
Because
option.
all
and the more theatrical.
all they had to do was, hey, Mr. Lemon, turn yourself in. Okay, where do I go? What's the address? I'll be there in however many minutes.
And federal prosecutors do that, and the Justice Department does that to send a message and to intimidate and to harass. And it's
Can I
unfortunate,
tell you,
my
Sonny?
friend, that you went through that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Sonny, I've been leaning on Sonny for counsel just as a friend. No legal stuff, but just as a friend.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. They do it because they want to embarrass people, because they did it with everyone. They want to embarrass
Correct.
you.
It's
They
called a
want
perp
humiliate.
walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as my friend, who is also an attorney, said that they gave you the N-word treatment.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that is correct. Well, let me ask you this,
That's what
Don,
she said.
because we've known each other for a long time. Our offices were across the road at CNN from each other, the hallway. And I've seen you report on the ground. We reported together in Ferguson. And so what I saw on tape was just you doing your job, and you do it extremely well. You were charged along with another independent reporter named Georgia Fort. And we've talked about it. You've said that this case is bigger than you, and that you do feel that you are specifically being targeted by this administration.
Yes, I do.
Why?
Well, I mean, the president has been talking about me forever. When you were at CNN, he would call me the dumbest man on television.
Yes.
He'd tweet about me. I'm not on Twitter.
Isn't that funny? He calls us the same
Same thing, right? But every accusation.
He calls you the dumbest man
is
on
a-
television and
Yeah.
misspelled tweet.
Yes. Yes.
And I think the dumbest man on television, he presented himself last night.
Yeah.
That was the evidence of it.
Yeah.
But every accusation is a confession with this.
That's true.
Whatever they say about someone
Yeah.
else, it's usually about them. Like, look at what they say about how they, demonize trans people. And then you have, whatchamacallit, with the boobs. Kristi Noem's husband.
Noem's
So,
husband.
yeah, every accusation. is a confession.
Allegedly. Why do you think, though, that it's bigger than you are?
Because they're trying to put a chill on journalism. Now, listen, full transparency, you guys work here, you work at ABC, you know the pressure that journalists and hosts and people who are on television or in the broadcast medium, you know the pressure that we are under. And I include independent media in that. Some things you cannot say, everything is vetted. the administration, they're afraid that they're going to be sued by the administration or, and then look at what happened to me. Journalists are now afraid that they're going to be arrested for doing their job. So, yeah, I think that I was targeted, but I think this is bigger than me because the moment the government starts telling you where you can go to report, who you can report on, what you have to say, a la Pete Hegseth at the Pentagon, you have to show us what you're putting out there before you do it, then the whole thing is over. There is a reason that the First Amendment is first. It is a bedrock of our Constitution.
All right, well, on that note, I was told if I don't read this verbatim, we're all getting sued. So, according to reporting by ABC News sources close to the president, they're saying that they have privately discussed potentially removing Pam Bondi as Attorney General because of the backlash from his base over the handling of the Epstein files and the effectiveness of the DOJ to target his foes. What do you think of this?
Well, look, I saw it coming. And I've been saying on my show, when Kristi Noem was demoted or fired or whatever it is you want to call it.
She was repositioned.
When she was repositioned to, I don't
Some
know,
other
Siberia,
continent?
who knows what the title is. I said, well, I think Pam Bondi is next, especially after that performance in front of Congress and Senate.
Oh, yeah.
I said, I think, any other president would say, what was that? She obviously thought it was good. The Dow is at 50th or whatever.
No other president would have had her
Would've-
in that position.
Thank you very much.
But she's fine. Her husband might win Drag Race next year.
No,
that's Kristi.
That's
No.
Pam
Wrong
Bondi.
one.
Yeah,
I'm
wrong.
talking
Well, you
about
said,
Pam Bondi.
I thought you just said
Yeah.
Kristi. No, I'm sorry.
So one never knows new one.
Also,
But I saw it coming, and I said she will probably be next, but maybe she has more job security because she knows what's in the Epstein files, and she has been holding the line with the Epstein files with him.
Of course.
But they're
Maybe,
saying
that's
reportedly,
true.
yeah,
You know it's true.
that is that this is real. That so we'll see.
Don, we have to bring up one of my favorite people, your husband, Tim. So when he left court with you, social media blew up saying he was like Kevin Costner in The Bodyguard.
He sure was.
So everyone needs
I love him.
everyone needs a Tim in their life. Tell us about what his support means
Well,
to
he
you.
laughs. There's another picture too. He says, "I'm looking like it's the end of the world," and you're like carefree, like nothing is happening. So I was thinking, this is right when we first walked out. I was thinking, like, what are all these people like? I was just shocked by the number of people that were asking me questions. There were photographers who were falling down the stairs at one point, and so. I had no idea what was going on because I had been in a holding room for about 12 hours.
Yeah.
And so when I walked out, it was just
Yeah.
just a throng of media, helicopters, and I was like, for me, like, what is going on here?
Well, yeah.
And,
Well, they do flybys for Kid
but
Rock. so-
he was squeezing. So I had my wedding band on this hand, and he was squeezing. Someone squeezed it. So I was like, ow! I was like, Tim, you're hurting me. And he was just like adamant about it.
Yeah.
He's a ride or die.
Yeah, he is ride or die, and he is Kevin Costner, handsome as Kevin Costner. And,
Yes.
Hey, can I tell you the story of this bracelet? Because it has to do with Tim.
When we come
Yes,
back.
when we come back.
Okay, I'll
Because
tell
we're
you
going to
the
go
story.
and come back. You were getting ready to show something, but you have a
bracelet.
question.
No, but I'm going to ask you this first, and then we'll. So here's the thing: when Trump was asked about your arrest, he called you a sleazebag and a failed host. Which that he always says things like he calls us losers and irrelevance and et cetera. That's where he goes. But then he went on to say something I actually agree with. Believe it or not, he said that it's the best thing that could have happened to you because you were back in the news with more viewers than before.
Yeah.
I said the same thing. It can't hurt you.
Yeah.
Now, is that true? Do you have more people listening to your podcast, for instance?
Well, I'll put it this way.
Yeah.
It was the unintended consequence, I believe, by the administration to embarrass me and to try to silence me did the exact opposite.
Right.
And that only highlights just how important it is, especially as an independent journalist, that they're targeting me, just how important the role that I have is, and others. And so I think that, Donald Trump calling me a failed host or whatever, 82 million people fired him in 2020.
And also to call you a sleazebag when he's the one who likes to grab women by their genitalia.
Their genitalia.
That's pretty
Don
sleazy.
doesn't like to
every
grab
wife.
women at all.
And cheated
That's
on every
true.
wife. So.
But okay, all of that. What's up with the?
Okay,
Right.
so this was a gift from my husband on my wedding day that most of you were there.
Yes.
Whoopi was ill. And this was a gift from my husband when I came downstairs on my wedding day.
Nice.
This was there, and it's a diamond diamond, whatever. So
Yeah.
Black
expensive.
diamond, I'm just
and
saying.
So when they put the handcuffs on me, right,
Yeah.
it kept getting caught.
Oh.
And I said, and I was fiddling with it, and the guy was like, "What? Do you want me to take that off?" And I said, "Yes." I said, "But I don't. Are you sure you're gonna, do the right thing with it?" And there was an FBI agent that walked up to me and said, "I will take care of it." And I said, "Give this to my husband. He's in room blah blah blah."
Right.
And he took it up.
And gave it to him.
And gave it.
Put it on eBay.
That's nice.
He took it up
Switched
and
out
gave it
for
to
the
him,
brand.
and that was the only way that anybody knew that I had been arrested.
Why does that
Yeah.
make, look at how that makes you cry?
Because
I would have
nobody
no
would
one
have
would have
known.
known where I was.
Where he
Where he
was.
was, and they took
Poor
his cell
guy.
phone.
That's
Yeah.
so
And they
wrong
took his
what
cell
they
phone
did.
number.
Do they
So
still have
his-
your cell phone?
Yes.
They still have my phone. So if you're texting me, Pam Bondi.
I'm texting
Oh, damn, I
him
hope
and-
those pictures come back to me.
Wow.
Thanks to Don Lemon. Well, I know she got my message.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Don is going out on tour. Wait. You need to know this. Don's going out on tour with DL Hughley.
Yeah.
So to see how you can get tickets, go to our website and we'll show you everything you need to do to get tickets. This is going to be incredibly wonderful. Thank you as always. It's so good to see you, and we're here with you. We're
Thank you
fighting
very
with
much.
you.